We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That's caught downfield by Pickens. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Allen now looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll locate his running back open downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 67 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two, we got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, here we go. I take one.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I take one. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
19 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
Play action now. Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Everyone going to 54, going to 54. Why? Everyone kill. Hey, kill. What do you think?
Prescott to throw it. His throw incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing. Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
We're going to 53. Everyone 26.
And again, it's Prescott. He'll try to do it himself. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away.
And the Cowboy first down.
Yeah!
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, kill!
Jet sweep, here's Pickens with it. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, we're going to 54.
Prescott now. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are once again back in front.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that is called for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. On play action, they'll throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They will go on to 53.
Now Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Allen. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
32 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. And he's taken down inside the 30.
18 more yards. That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 28 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
The Bills are lining up for a...
Allen will try to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. So two successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dallas.
53. 47.
Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw is Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
It's a gain of 32. First down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the penalty there winds up on the offense, so obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
For the Cowboys.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the Bills are going to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. second down.
A 3-yard
Now
pickup.
Allen going to change it up.
Second and 7.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Alert!
On play action, Allen. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this is going to remain a one-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
At their 49-yard line.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he stopped immediately there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Yeah, here we go. I take 480. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. They'll swing this out to Blue. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And the Cowboy first down.
Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball, I'm about to make a big play.
And they'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a head off up the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th down, Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
Jake Ferguson, a a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
16.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sparred yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Brown 80! Go!
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Five wide. That's it.
On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 19 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Alert!
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, 46.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Going sidelines here. Ferguson bringing it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill!
Cowboys.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Kill.
Throwing. Prescott. And that's caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Dak. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down. A gain of 21 yards.
They go with glue between the tackles. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And now it's incomplete, so they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Throwing, Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 10-yard line.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
And this is going to be caught. It's caught, and they've won the football game. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.